Hey guys, it's me Anaïs, and today I am going to do a tea with Anaïs featuring black tea with a slice of lemon. So, first things first, we are going to put our black tea into our teacup. This is Red Rose tea. I believe this is a Canadian company, and the great thing about Red Rose is that whenever you buy a box of their tea, they give you a ceramic figurine. Always so cute, and I have a million of them. Anyway, now we have to add water, obviously. Steamy hot water has been added. So this tea takes about 4 minutes to brew. And next thing that I'm going to do is I've got my bag of lemon and lime. I like to put a slice of lemon or lime in my water as well, so I have a little bag here. But for my tea, and this is great for like sore throat or anything like that, I'm going to take this little lemon and just cut off a little piece. A little lemon goes a long way, so a lot of times I'll take a whole slice and throw it in there because I don't mind it getting a little lemony. But today I cut off a little cute slice, and I'm just going to take my tea, God, this is just self-explanatory, isn't it? And drop it on in. And put my lemon away. Let's just take the knife away as well. You never know. I'm very clumsy. I could stab myself on accident. So today's topic is anxiety. I have heard so much anxiety on social media and from friends of mine, especially recently, and so I figured it would be a good time to talk about it. There are a lot of ways to deal with anxiety, so I'm just going to kind of go over the things that have worked for me. There are so many things you can do. Like, a lot of people exercise, for example, for anxiety. For me, that doesn't work at all because working out is something that causes me anxiety because I'm not athletic. So obviously you have to think about what's going to work for you, and don't expect too much out of yourself. I think that's one of the main things that happens with anxiety, is that you have unrealistic expectations for yourself, where you would be kind to somebody else for having that issue. You are going to skewer yourself over it. And so if you suck at working out and you do it because it is the healthy thing to do, well then good, that is good enough, and no reason to either have anxiety about it or expect yourself to work off anxiety when you obviously can't, like me. So what do? I used to have anxiety attacks, pretty bad ones. I would feel like I was gonna die. It was terrible. And one of the things that I learned is that I was so disconnected from my body that I wasn't understanding that my body was telling me, what the heck are you doing? You can't handle 3 jobs and then trying to hang out with other people outside of that. It's just not gonna work. So what I did was a lot of things. First of all, I kept a journal. And by keeping a journal, you see kind of the patterns of your anxiety. You can see, oh, well, that's where my handwriting turned to chicken scratch because I was talking about this. This is obviously stressing me out. And some things you have to learn how to cope with, obviously. You can't just get rid of them. But some things you can, and you need to be a little bit more realistic with yourself. Like for me, it was having 3 jobs. Obviously, that is too much. And so I don't do that anymore. Let's check the time here. One of the probably most instrumental things for me was doing vocal training. My voice teacher is also a meditation coach, and for me, meditation does not work. Maybe it would work if I was willing to put that kind of energy into meditation. I know that it definitely works for a lot of people. So try it out. Maybe it'll work for you. For me, I did it and I didn't like it. So that's fine. That's fine. But one of the things that she taught me was I can go to the keyboard, and this, I believe that it was the F note. And if I press that note and I hum with it, and I just focus on that humming, the breath, and listen to the sound of that, I'll calm down. And I think that it was an ancient monk technique, and there was something sacred about that particular tone. But for me, it does not need to be the F note, because the whole piano basically is my sacred place. So for me, if I go to the piano and I press that and I hum to it, what that does is it teaches you to breathe and to focus and to stop all the other things, because you have to focus on that sound. And if you suck at singing, that's okay. And if it's going sharp, oh God, no, or flat, it doesn't matter. The point is the breath. So basically what learning how to deep breathe, and I think that was pretty much the key of stopping anxiety attacks for me, is that it forces your body to stop freaking out. It forces you to stop having that hyperventilation breath. It makes your heartbeat calm down. And what I learned when I was going through the process that first year of vocal training is that I had no idea how to take a deep breath, and most people don't. And it was also very unnerving to learn how to do it properly, because you're taught, especially in this culture, to try to present yourself in a better way. And for singing, I had a hard time opening my mouth up, because that's vulgar. Nobody wants to walk around with a big open mouth here, but it's a good thing. So for deep breathing, and it doesn't have to, I dropped all spirituality out the window. It's just about that very physical response. It will just shut your body to stop it. You have to breathe down here. And if you think about when you're falling asleep, which is what my voice teacher taught me, is you have to think about that. You're starting to breathe differently than what you do during the day. And you put your hand on your stomach and you can feel it going out. And if you're just walking around, you're not having that happen. So I breathe in from my nose and fill up that. And that's another thing that you have to get over. At least I had to get over it, is having a big distended tummy, because that's, not encouraged for whatever reason, which is stupid. You have to fill up that stomach and then let it out. And it can take a while, and even that process of learning how to just doing that is going to take your mind off of whatever it is that is making you anxious long enough that you're calmed down. Because when you're hyperventilating and having that response, that anxiety, you're not going to be able to fix whatever it is that's making you anxious in the first place. And I think now I can remove my tea bag. I mean, I've done a lot of other things too. I talk to her, for example, and talking is another one of those things that it doesn't work for me for just anyone. I can't talk to just anyone. I don't have a large amount of friends. I don't have the ability to do that. I'm very introverted. But I found one person who I was close to for many years that I have gained that trust with, that I feel like I can talk to, and that was very helpful for me. Tea. Making tea. Stopping what you're doing and focusing it on a different task. coloring books. Getting a coloring book and forcing yourself. Basically, the whole mantra for me is forcing myself to stop because I put everything on me. I wanted to be the best at everything. And it broke my heart that you're not ever going to be the best at anything, probably. There's just too many people out there, and it's unrealistic and it's naive, and you need to let go of all that. You need to be the best version of yourself, and to do that you need to calm down. So yeah, I guess that is the main thing for me, is breathing. But all the other things, finding hobbies, reading books, all of that stuff, listening to music, making music, things that are physical that make your body stop doing that. Sometimes you have to feel what you're feeling, so you have to acknowledge that something's sad, and you have to cry, and you have to mourn, and you have to allow yourself to do that so that you can move on, so that it doesn't turn into a big ball of anxiety in you. Because I feel like for me, that's the only way that I can let things go, is if I properly look them in the face and feel them. So anyway, that is what I do for anxiety. And the great thing about those deep breaths is you can do them anywhere. You can be in the supermarket and that thought can come up, you know, and then just breathe. It seems really simple, and the first time I was told about it, I thought, that is what a hogwash thing. But I'm the kind of person that will go and research it, and I did, and it does force your body to calm down. And once you can calm down, then you can start to allow yourself to cope with whatever it is in a healthier way than pushing everything down until it comes out in an anxiety attack. So I am going to finish my tea. I hope that you have tea too, and I wish that you have a very happy and relaxed day. Talk to you next time. Goodbye.